It was a quiet evening when my husband, Sam, and I settled down for dinner in our new apartment. After years of living in a cramped house with our kids, this place was a fresh start, modern, spacious, and quiet. We had been looking forward to this moment for a long time. Our children were grown and living on their own, and now it was just us. Sam had always been the easygoing type, but recently I had noticed a change in him. He was becoming more withdrawn, more distant. I didn't want to admit it, but I could feel the tension between us. Dinner was pleasant enough. Sam smiled as we ate, but it was one of those smiles that didn't quite reach his eyes. He was quiet, lost in thought. I didn't push him to talk. I knew better. But my mind couldn't help but wander. Was it the house? Was it the pressure of being alone after years of raising children? Or was it something else? As we cleaned up, the phone rang, breaking the silence. I glanced at the caller ID. It was my mother-in-law, Vera. A pit formed in my stomach. Vera and I had never seen eye to eye. She had always been a thorn in my side, but lately things had gotten worse. Her visits had become more frequent, her criticisms sharper. I dreaded the thought of her coming over again, but Sam didn't say anything when I hesitated to pick up the phone. I sighed and answered it. "Hi, Mom," Sam said, his tone trying to sound pleasant, but strained. "Sam, you need to come over. I can't take it anymore." Vera's voice cracked through the phone, filled with anger. "You need to come to your senses." "What's going on, Mom?" Sam asked, his voice shifting into a more serious tone. I couldn't hear her reply, but I could tell something was off. Her voice, usually so composed, was filled with panic now. Sam's face hardened, and he sighed deeply before muttering something under his breath. "Teresa, I have to go," Sam said, hanging up the phone. "It's my mom. She's in trouble again." I could feel the knot in my stomach tighten. Trouble again? Vera's troubles seemed endless. From gambling at the casino to spending money she didn't have, she always found a way to make things difficult. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong this time. Sam grabbed his jacket and walked toward the door. I hesitated before following him. "I'll come with you," I said. Sam looked at me, his expression unreadable. "I don't want you involved in this, Teresa. It's better if you stay here," he replied, his voice softer now, almost pleading. I wasn't about to let him handle it alone. "I'm coming. You can't just let her walk all over us," I insisted. Sam didn't argue further, and we left together. We arrived at Vera's apartment, a rundown building on the edge of town. As we climbed the stairs, I could hear the muffled sounds of Vera shouting. I frowned. This wasn't the first time she had made a scene. We knocked on the door, and Vera opened it quickly, her eyes wide with desperation. "Sam, Teresa, thank God you're here," she exclaimed, her voice shaking. "You have to help me. I don't know what to do anymore." "What happened?" Sam asked, his tone neutral. Vera stepped aside, allowing us into the small, cluttered apartment. The smell of stale cigarettes and cheap perfume hit me as I entered. My eyes immediately went to the stack of bills on the table. They were overdue, some of them marked with red ink. This wasn't just a cry for help. It was a warning. "I've lost everything," Vera said, her voice barely above a whisper. "I gambled it all away. The money I borrowed from you, it's all gone. I can't pay it back. I don't know what to do, Sam." I could feel the anger rising in me, but I kept my voice steady. "You've done this before, Vera. You can't keep asking us to bail you out. You need to take responsibility for your actions." Sam didn't say anything at first. He just stared at the floor, his jaw clenched. It wasn't like him to stay silent, but there was something in his eyes that told me he was struggling with his feelings. "I've had enough," Sam finally said, his voice low and firm. "I'm not helping you anymore. You've used up all the goodwill we've given you. It's time to figure things out on your own." I was surprised by the coldness in his tone. Sam was usually more forgiving, but something had changed. I couldn't tell if it was anger or something deeper, but I knew it was serious. Vera's face twisted in frustration, her eyes darting between Sam and me. "You don't understand. I didn't mean to. I just—" Her voice broke off and she began to sob uncontrollably. I felt a pang of sympathy, but I couldn't let it cloud my judgment. Vera had put us in a difficult position too many times before. Sam took a deep breath, exhaling slowly. "I don't care anymore, Mom. I'm done with this." With those words, everything changed. Vera's face went pale, and for the first time, I saw fear in her eyes. She had always been a woman of control, manipulating those around her to get what she wanted. But now, with Sam standing firm, her power had been stripped away. I knew this was the beginning of something bigger, something neither of us had expected. "We're leaving," Sam said, turning to me. "Let's go, Teresa." As we walked out, I could feel Vera's eyes on us, burning with anger and humiliation. I couldn't help but feel a sense of relief. I had never seen Sam so resolute, and it made me question everything I had thought I knew about him. The drive home was silent, each of us lost in our thoughts. When we got back to the apartment, Sam went straight to the bedroom, his shoulders heavy with the weight of what had just happened. I sat down on the couch, my mind racing. What had I missed? Sam's reaction had been so unlike him, and it left me unsettled. Was it just the years of frustration building up, or was there something more beneath the surface? I waited for Sam to come back, but he didn't. Hours passed and I began to worry. Finally, I couldn't take it any longer. I knocked on the bedroom door, but there was no response. My heart raced as I opened the door and stepped inside. Sam was sitting on the bed, his head in his hands. His shoulders were shaking slightly, and for the first time, I saw the vulnerability in him that I had never noticed before. He wasn't the confident, capable man I had always known. He was someone else, someone broken. "Sam," I said softly, walking over to him. He looked up, his eyes red. "What's going on?" "I've been hiding it from you for years, Teresa," Sam whispered. "I didn't want you to know. I didn't want you to see me like this." "What are you talking about?" I asked, my voice trembling with confusion. "I've been keeping secrets," Sam admitted, his voice cracking. "All these years, I've been pretending to be someone I'm not. I've been pretending for you, for the family, for everyone. But the truth is, I've been hiding my own mistakes. And now, I don't know how to fix it." The words hit me like a punch to the gut. For years, I had thought I knew my husband inside and out, but this revelation shattered everything I believed. What had he been hiding? What secrets was he keeping? "I don't know what to say," I said, my voice barely audible. Sam looked at me, his face filled with guilt. "I didn't want you to see me this way. I didn't want you to think less of me." The silence between us was deafening. I didn't know what to think, what to feel. My mind raced, trying to piece together the truth. Sam had been hiding something important. But what was it? I sat down next to him on the bed, my heart heavy with confusion. The man I thought I knew was slipping away from me, and I didn't know if I could hold on. "I don't know what to do, Sam," I said, my voice breaking. "I don't know how to help you." "You already have," he whispered, "just by being here." For the first time in a long while, I didn't have the answers, but I knew one thing for sure. Everything had changed. And as we sat in the dim light of our bedroom, I realized that this was just the beginning.